Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Hello Black Max, no slime time, only wisp time. Today we're continuing with Arknights. Didn't manage to do this last week, but we're continuing on with the Arknights lore.
I might get curious and go tapping around with my hammer, which could lead to me seeing stuff I shouldn't, you know.
Thank you, Pepe. They updated the Arknights UI. They even have a preset function, which I don't use at all. I don't really use the preset function. Yeah, they change up the layout of the base. Does it still say beta? Does it still say beta? It still says beta. Okay, all right. It'll forever be beta. The new event dropped, but I've already finished it like off stream. Already finished the main stages off stream. That was about a new skin. About a new skin for Blaze. It's a very cool skin. She doesn't really have a lot of skins. Like her other skin is like her being a drummer, which is like, it's okay for me. This skin's okay. I like this more though.
Good morning, motherfuckers.
Hey boo. Nice to see you, nice to see you. How you doing? Yeah, I have to go out later to get my car back. I had to get my car back from the workshop. The good workshop, not the bad workshop that tried to threaten me and had me pay for money without any repairs done. Yep, it is fixed. Yep, it is fixed. Including the AC, air conditioner that I've put off for many months. They did not need to replace the radiator. They just patch it up. You know, like, hey, yeah, your radiator, yeah, there's some like you know, there's some pipe leaks here and there and stuff, but yeah, basically we patch it up. You don't need to get it replaced. Your engine seems fine, and yeah, it only costs like what, like 160 USD to fix everything that's important for the car. And then they ask like, you want to fix your AC as well? And then it'll cost you like yeah, it'll cost you like $420, and it's like, sure, yeah, why not? I already took a loan of that $1,000 because I was expecting $1,000 or more amount of parts replacing and fixing. Might as well, you know, that means totaling up for everything for my car. It takes like around like $600, including fixing the AC. And no armor core in my car. I wish. Yeah, $600 to fix my AC and my radiator and my coolant leakage problems and whatever. Basically, my car is like not good as new, but still like, okay, it has no problems now, no major problems now for $600 versus me paying like $300, like $350 just to like just for labor work for assembling and disassembling and reassembling my car without any repairs done because disagreements with the first workshop. It's such a huge difference. Like, what the fuck? So today I'm gonna go, after this stream I'm gonna go and pick up my car, and then like go to work again. Yeah. That's the news. That's the news. I don't have my tips linked to stream. What? No, that. Wait. Is it? Is it not linked? It should linked. The heck? The heck? Is it not linked? Hello Pixel, welcome to the stream. I bought new Blaze skin today. Even though Blaze Outdoor is coming, I bought Blaze skin. I have bought Blaze skin. Let me check my dashboard. Let me check my dashboard here. No way that I didn't get any alerts about it. Is my donation link not? It's not working? Tipping settings. Payment methods. Oh, now it works?
Test Willy slime.
Oh, there we go. No slime. Thank you, Black Max. Okay. It works. It's just that it's it's just that yeah, people have to scroll down to find the donation button. Blade has been in your team for a long time. Nice. Do you often use her skill 2 or skill 3? Yeah, basically for donation link it's !donate. I think that should it should work there, or you have to scroll down. Skill 2, right? Yeah. There we go. Yeah. There it is. There it is. Yeah. It's through a command or clicking the donate button if you're on browser. If you're on phone, you won't see it, but if you're on browser, you can scroll down and see the donate button. Never use S3 except the paradox simulation. Oh, Is that what it takes to clear it? Is that what it takes to clear it? Blaze is cute. Yeah, she's cute. She's hot. Except her altar seems to be bad. It seems to be bad. Is she single? Yes.
Hear the roar of my chainsaw.
So how is she fighting all these enemies at the same time? You need a new waifu, right? Nope, I only need Lena. I only need Lena. I don't need other waifus. Firefly figure, I've already had plans to buy it. But, you know, not that I have the means to buy it just yet. Most paradox simulations are built around active skills. Yeah, I rarely play these.
You know, fresh blood coats my saw and boils the whole battlefield.
Oh. Oh, it's supposed to be like blow up around this area. Okay. I see. I have to like constantly blow them up. By timing the skill and whatnot.
You know, fresh blood coats my saw and boils the whole battlefield.
Okay, so I have to really time the skill. Okay. So that it blows up. Okay. I think it's around when you're walking around this cycle is when I need to activate the skill. Why is one of the tags say waifu boyfriend? Well, about that. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. I was so focused on trying to time the ult to attack the enemies flying around.
On our side this time.
Because Willow, you're not a waifu, boop. The reason that tag was there is because whatchamacall, in Persona 3 Reload, I already like chose a character to romance. That's why. And then someone suggested to put that as a tag. I'm the waifu. I'm just a wisp. Can't deny being boyfriend. I'm sorry. I only have virtual. I only have virtual romantic relationships.
You know, don't worry if you see fire. That's just a side effect.
Alright, that hit a little bit. Okay. Gotta get so many more smooches. Oh no. Oh dear. Did not smooch the cabin hose. You'll very likely get hurt.
It wasn't easy learning high temp. Don't worry if you see fire. That's just a side effect.
Alright, there we go. Okay, that's good. That's good damage right there, right? Yeah, like 1 or 2 times more of the ult, and she'll be able to clear this. Don't threaten Willow with a good time, JK. Lamau.
Let me show you the chain. Don't worry if you see fire.
Alright, I'm gonna activate earlier.
Just a side effect.
No! The little worm! The little worm! The little worm went through, get past Blaze. God dang it. Oh man, this is not easy. They made all of these not easy. Oh my god. Alright.
This This place could use
Yeah, a
some
little bit
heat.
finicky.
It may be a little gruesome, but I love shredding steel and crushing bunkers.
Yeah, it's a limited tries at least. I think for the bugs, I need to kill all the bugs and then activate. Yeah.
You know, don't worry if you see fire. That's just a side effect.
Okay, that's some good damage. Yeah, that's some good damage early on for a few. That's good. The blue box is pregnante. The little, because I say it's a little seedling. Alright, kill the bugs.
Let me show you the
And then activate. Okay.
gonna make this place hotter.
Okay, big some damage there to this group. Yeah, the problem is the little bugs. Yeah, I need to kill the bugs, then activate ult. If I activate ult while I'm hitting the bugs, then potentially the bugs will go through.
Let me show you the type of blood only gonna make this place
And they went through. Oh my fucking god.
Let's just say luck wasn't on our side this time.
Okay, that one I have to activate early. That one I have to activate early. Activate before the bug start. We start hitting the bugs. Okay, all right, okay. This is for some gacha currency. Speaking of gacha, I have not been doing any pulls for anything for a long time.
Power of my chainsaw. 치료のヨーヨー.
Hit with a walk back. And they walk. Oh, for the big guys, yeah.
You know, surrender now if you don't want to get sawed in half.
Okay. Block tree. Maybe I activate a little bit early. You pull out the siege banner. I think did you get the siege outer banner in like 50 pulls?
Let me show you the chains. Don't worry if you see fire. That's just a side effect.
Okay, that's some damage. 30 pulls plus an Enos pot. Nice! 30 pulls is pretty good, and an Enos too. Yeah, these are the bad ones.
You know, what fresh blood coats my saw and boils the whole battlefield.
Okay, that's good. Okay, that's the furthest we've gone so far. And these guys are like one ult away from death. You just need to time it. Just need to time it well. Like, we're almost running out of enemies. Based on game dev logic, this should be the final wave.
Let me show you the chainsaw. My blood's only gonna make this place hotter.
No! Wait, there's still five. Yeah, we still have one more chance. One more chance. We have one more chance. We have one more chance. We have one more shot at this. Oh, they're coming straight towards me. Oh, thank God. Thank fucking God. Okay.
Fresh blood coats my saw.
Okay. Thank God. Oh, yes. I thought they were just gonna go straight to the blue box. They're not gonna go to the center at all. Okay, alright. Oh my god. Okay, alright. Sick. Since the German streamer pool on your account, that account is blessed. Oh, nice. Very nice. You need to update the game. This week is full of updated games. Yeah, Arknights and like Starro needs to be updated. On 300 bulls for the Walter banner, you just got 4 blue bags. You only only 4 blues? What? No, that's that's just nuts. That's just no way. This is no way. No way you only got 4 blue bags out of 300. That just means you got a shit ton of like 4 stars. You also got a text altar. Damn. Arknights HSR and Cookie Run Kingdom. Oh man, HSR. HSR. I already claimed the free ramen for it. Alright. I don't have much time today because I need to head out to grab my car and then go do work stuff. So we're gonna jump straight ahead. The last time we did like yeah. Last time we did like did the Arknights lore reading, it was like 2 weeks ago, and we read about like Chen and Hoshiguma. Chen on her resolve to like learning more about the world outside and like trying to find her means of like delivering justice to save innocents and protect people. Want to ensure the world gets a fair, trying to make the world a better place with her sense of justice and perspective of justice. And then we have Hoshiguma going on a break, in between the Lungmen LPD, Lungmen Police Department, buying food for friends and colleagues, going on a bike ride on her day off. And then we read about like 2 reunion members who like after the Tabula fight went to like travel like very like further out into a desert area, joining like a ragtag group, kind of like a Mad Max group, surviving in the desert, and they have these 2 ex-reunion members to like, all right, you gotta live in the wild for 1 month, and then you can join us, that kind of thing. So that was interesting. Right now, I'm not sure what we'll be getting into for Vigilo. There is a trailer, so I'm gonna go look up the trailer and watch that real quick. Yeah. 16 Luna Cups, goddamn. Hey Mystic, no, I'm not pulling Avina. I'm not pulling Vina. I'm waiting for like Suzumon. Yeah. I'm waiting for Suzumon, and I'm waiting for Lappy Alter to use my pulls. I'm not going for Siege Alter. Right now I'm just gonna go dig up the Vigilo trailer real quick. I think there's a little bit of anime cutscenes as well. Vigilo Arknights. Official trailer. Yep, 44 seconds. Let me just have the video ready first before I put it on stream. Okay, that should do it. Thank you for the lurk, by the way, Boot. Thank you, thank you. You want noses? I have noses, but I don't use the guy because I like having waifus more than guys. Okay. Alright. Let me just mute here for a bit. Arknights. Is it one of those trailers where it's just PNGs? Oh, there's a little bit of live 2D. Okay, it did not have any anime cutscenes. Okay. Are there really no anime cutscenes? Are there really no anime cutscenes? Like official anime Yeah, not oh, it doesn't have a PV. Okay, it's just it does. If it doesn't have a PV in the title, then there's no anime cutscenes. Is it PV? Vigilo Arknights PV. Is there anything like that? No. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. All right, moving on. Moving on. Okay. Okay. I was expecting a PV. Yeah. All right. Columbia City. Toronto. How do you pronounce this? TKA-Ronto. I'm assuming this is based on Toronto, but they had to rename it a little bit. All right. The name's Dylan, Rhode Island low altitude aircraft pilot, and I'm currently running pell-mell around the city. The heck is pell-mell? Pell-mell? Is it a mailing service? Pell-mell. Disorderly situation. Hasty, disorganized. Running. Caranto. I no idea. Anyway, running the pell-mell around the city means they're running frantic. This guy is driving the aircraft frantically around the city. All right, I should be sitting in the cockpit of my aircraft, joystick in hand. The only things I should be facing down are turbulence and terrain. Instead, I'm clutching one half on an automatic assault crossbow in my hands. And hell, the first time I heard of this model was earlier this morning. Even just half of it is damn heavy. My palms are sweaty, knees weak, mom's spaghetti. If I have to end up in a war zone, I sure as hell shouldn't be on the ground, let alone in some dark alley in Columbia. Columbia is basically Arknights US. I just hope to God that my enemy isn't... Blaze! Dylan, I got my hands full over here. Can you help a gal out and tell me what it says? It says police. The police of Toronto. He started it, but it seems probably not the real deal. A real bot shop if I ever seen one. At least he looked the part. Pretty much the same as the guys on the roof earlier this morning. Better than the ones that didn't have a uniform ready. So let me ask this question again. What kind of cops wind their automatic assault crossbows during questioning? Colombian cops? Very funny. You know he's not a cop. At least not the kind we're used to dealing with. I lift my eyes to cast a glance at the black-clad man collapsed in the alley, and then lower my gaze again to the half a weapon in my hand. It was pointed straight in my chest just a moment ago, but now it's smashed into two pieces. This policeman is unconscious. If Blaze remembered the doctor's instructions when she struck, then he should still be able to cling to life. So they came to Columbia, investigate, and then some fake police dude tried to question them, like in mid-questioning, ready ups the crossbow, and then Blaze like hiya and knocked them down. The Rhodes Island team arrived in Toronto yesterday. No matter how many times I experience it, this kind of speed always surprises me as a pilot. Rhodes Island's in the process of steaming to the Grand Knight territory, and we cross over the entire Western Wastelands by air. The entire Western Wastelands, I say. According to the plan, after Amiya and the Doctor finish their business, we'll take the same route back to Rhodes Island. The Grand Knight territory might not have finished its urban subdivision assembly at this time. I don't know what's Grand Knight territory just yet. All I know is Rhodes Island was invited to visit during the Casimir's Major, but I'm in the dark about when and why. Oh, okay, Casimir's Major is some kind of like the sports, the jousting and whatnot. I don't know how the sports work in the Arknights world, but yes, that's a sport. I only know that much. But anyway, the sooner we can head back, the better. If I wasn't in such a hurry, I wouldn't mind taking a few days off to chill in the metropolis. But after this, I'm not in the mood for that anymore. Are we safe? No, not until we leave Toronto. Maybe not even until we leave Colombia. Check for me if he's still breathing. It'd be nice if you make sure he kept on breathing. Alright. This is my first time seeing such a powerful automatic crossbow. Are these weapons common in Colombia? Automatic weapons like that are a Colombian specialty. I wonder how the doctor's doing. As soon as the raid started, the doctor and Amia left in a car. No clue if the all-part system that Closure was filling with will work though. What a disaster. Even those two got caught off guard. They're only human after all. Sometimes shit happens. They took over the hotel and seized all the drug samples we kept behind. Whatever, we're gonna worry about that later. We gotta think of a way to get out of this city safely first. I also mostly don't know much about sports, Arrow. Same, I don't care about sports. We lost everything, but you are still not standing by my side. Then what has it all been for? Just to leave the faintest sliver of hope? But hope? Hope? Don't you know? That hope is a crude thing indeed. When you realize it can't be undone, when you realize you are powerless, when you find yourself nothing but desperate, hope is enough to drive a perfectly good person mad. But you want to say something, but you can't move your body. You seem to be drifting in the void. Everything before your eyes so familiar and yet so distant. These are a part of your memories, floating alongside you like fragments. Are these flashbacks of the doctor talking to ex-wife? Like this, you continue to drift with your ceaseless thoughts, watching the familiar woman before you gradually fade away. You open your eyes, and before you stretches an endless rocky desert. You see a strange, ugly iron bucket helm. A peculiar man seems to be looking your way, but you cannot see his expression through that rough bucket helm. Bucket helm. 10:43 a.m. Clear. Gaspar Wildland. Oh, hey! It's the scammer! It's the April Fool's guy! It's the April Fool's guy. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, friend. Can you talk? You? Oh, who are you? Where am I? The friend awakens, little rabbit. Doctor. You feel someone tightly embrace your waist. But before experiencing this warm embrace, the cold hard touch of the rocks behind you and the throbbing pain in your head remind you that all is not well. I'm so glad you're awake. I don't know what I would have done if you didn't wake up. How are you feeling? Does it hurt anywhere? I'm fine, just my head hurts a little. Your head hurts? Did you hit it? Let me have a look. Very not, little rabbit. There is nothing wrong with this doctor. At least not physically. On a spiritual level, however, one cannot say. You were mumbling a great deal in your slumber. But before you complain, I did not listen closely. Who are you? Pardon me for not introducing myself. As you can see, I am a merchant. You can call me Kennard, or Mr. Goodenough should you prefer that instead. To be honest, friend, that display you put on earlier was simply too exhilarating. It is not every day one sees someone performing original arts while flying off a cliff. A most excellent show indeed. He's a fun merchant? Alright. This is my second time seeing Kennard. This is supposed to be the first time, lore-wise, for us meeting Kennard. But I met Kennard when we were doing the April Fool's event with the Gamba. Yeah. Welcome, Arafir. Welcome. Are you also a fellow Arknights player? The class starts at 2:30. Yeah, I gotta have to like go around 2 p.m. He's stable in the IS mode. Oh, because I have not played IS. I have not played IS. Pretty much endgame too. Damn. Yeah, like before I'm like slowly reading through every single lore in chronological order. For the important stuff. So some events I have not read. Like before this, the big one before this was A Walk in the Dust with Calcit everywhere. Calcit in various outfits across many different points in time. And then I read about Chen's adventure in Colombia, saving someone who's getting framed for murder. Hoshiguma who on her day off buying food for colleagues in LGD. Yeah. Is it LPD or LGD? LPD? Yeah, LPD. The police force in Langman. And buying food for Swire as well. And she just happened to buy food that's usually meant for Chen, but in a like order in a way that's meant for Chen, but like Swire still able to eat it anyway. Then had a bike ride, and then we also read about 2 ex-reunion members who went out in the desert and joined like a tribe, had to survive outdoors for a month, and now here we are. Yeah. Lungmen Police Department. Yeah. Okay. All right. I was like, I feel like I read LGD for a long time, and then I'm like, wait, is it LGD or LPD? So it's like, okay, all right. So it should be LPD. So yeah, here I am, starting Vigilo. No idea what I'm getting myself into. I just noticed like a cutscene that was referenced due to recent events in Endgame. I don't know anything about Endgame yet. I've only in terms of like the main story stuff. It's only after defeating Tallulah. So it's supposed to be going to Victoria, I think, because I see my waifu Salek, Arknights waifu Salek in episode 9. I haven't started episode 9. I have not played the sages nor read the story yet. But yeah, after Vigilo, then I'll be able to dive into episode 9 onwards. Yeah, episode 9 onwards. For now, I don't know too much. I just heard about Civilite Eterna, Babel a little bit and got a little bit spoiled because of the art and the event itself. Because one of the stages involved like watching what's her name? Her name escapes me. The person that's the actual person. Teresa. Yeah, Teresa. Yeah, I did. I remember playing the Babel stages, and this one stage where Teresa alone and then dying to multiple enemies protecting Amiyi. Yeah, that I remember that part because it was a stage and it's not a cutscene I can skip. And then with Monster, I've seen so many art and like in my Twitter page, and then like I seen the spoiler of like what happened to Calcit and potentially what happened to Rhodes Island base, because people are already making memes off of these two major events in the latest chapter. That's not even in global yet. So yeah. Hi King. It's no persona. It's Arknights. It's Arknights today. I'm just reading like lore right now. Yeah. Betty!
Will-o-wispy.
Thank you, Vandy. Thank you. Thank you for the 31 months so far. Much appreciated. Thank you. I saw you posted that Dark Souls NPC dialogue copy pasta. Very accurate. Oh man. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, Vanity. Yeah, just I'm continuing Arknights today, and I'll be heading off to pick up my car from the workshop in like a couple of hours or so. It's my first time seeing it, yeah. I sound pretty tired. Well, I did sleep at like 3 a.m. And then I woke up at like 10? 10-ish? 10-ish? Yeah, and then I'm like, oh, I don't feel refreshed. I still feel tired. But I have to be awake. I have to be awake. Because I need to stream. Because if I don't stream now, then I don't have time to stream. Because I have to go pick up my car, which is a half-an-hour drive, and then go to do my work stuff, which is another half-an-hour drive. To like pick up supplies for my restaurant, and then drive to my restaurant, which is another half-an-hour drive. So I'm just like, oh boy, busy day today. I gotta be awake if I want to stream now. So here I am. Only 3 a.m. I wish I could sleep earlier, bro. Alright, okay, continue on. Doctor and Amiya stranded out in the desert, and the random merchant appears. Might have been a problem with Closure's autopilot system. This should be Columbia's eastern wasteland. Oh, like American desert for Arknights.
That is correct, little rabbit. This is the Gaspar wildland, and you two are quite fortunate.
Fortunate?
Yes. Quite fortunate indeed. 2 kilometers further south is a poisonous swamp. And had your car gone stuck in that, good luck getting it out.
I'm doing my best Resident Evil 4 merchant impression for this guy. Basically, Amiya and like Doctor, they were in a car on autopilot to drive from one destination to another on a mission and stuff, and then the autopilot probably fucked up or something. Where are the others? Where are the others? The other operators split off on their own. I'm sure Blaze is taking good care of them. But we can't get a hold of them, or any other branch offices. Wait, what about the provisions? We left it all on the bad guy. Not just the communicator. We didn't even have time to pack food or water. Bad guy. Is that a code word for, like, the base?
Sounds like a desperate situation indeed, friends. But there is always a way, if you don't mind.
Might as well.
I am quite familiar with this area. I can show you to the nearest messaging outpost, where, should all go well, you will be able to contact your friends.
Who attacked us?
An excellent question indeed, but the only ones who could answer it are no longer able to speak.
The bucket-headed man points to the nearby cliff, where a unique-looking armed vehicle is emitting a thick black smoke. By the looks of things, it's been wrecked for quite some time now. Mercenaries. They've been chasing us even after we left the city.
Dedicated to the job. Dedicated to the point of giving up their own lives. To be frank, Colombian mercenaries range from peerless to useless. And the one with the resources to hire such dedicated mercenaries can be counted on one hand. They seem to have taken quite an interest in you, friends. How exactly did you offend these great Mongols?
So it was them.
So, Miss Amiya, are you really unwilling to consider the offer? In Colombia, you'll be hard-pressed to find a more suitable partner than Mama John's.
Mama, do you run a pizza joint, dude?
We can provide fairly favorable terms for Rhode Island's drug sales.
Thank you for your generosity, but we're only here for technical exchange. Rhode Island has no plans for any deeper level commercial cooperation. And the Earthopathy what? Analgesics? I'm gonna Google this real quick. I hope I don't regret Googling this. What is analgesics? Analgesics. Oh, painkillers. Okay. So they're basically painkillers. Okay. Alright. Oripathy painkillers. Got it. The Arknights magic cancer crystal painkillers. Got it. Oripathy analgesics. We bought are still undergoing trials. These are more of a proof of concept than a finished product. The process of researching and developing oripathy treatments is long and complicated, and in these areas, we still have many opportunities for cooperation in the future.
Many opportunities for cooperations in the future?
They planned this from the very beginning. Should we contact the police first?
Police? Friend, you don't seem to understand where you are. Mama John's is the largest firm in Toronto. The chief of police boasts of his connection to the corporate leadership in order to display his status. I suggest you change your mind. The fact that they dared to steal your goods in the urban core means that from the very beginning, they never thought anything of you.
It's all my fault. I bought into their talk. Don't blame. No, I'm just as responsible, Amiya. I should have known. Mr. Goody?
Ah, what is it, Miss Rabbit?
You just said you could take us through the wastelands, right?
That I didn't say, Miss Rabbit.
How do you plan to do that? Were you a catastrophe messenger?
That is nothing you need to concern yourself over. I have plied my trade in the wastelands for many years, and that has given me a knack for avoiding catastrophes. Of course, I do ask for a small guide fee. 2 refined iridium ingots in this case. Not too much to ask for in such a situation, yes?
We only have Colombian gold certificates, and won't be able to pay you until we get in touch with our ship. Is that alright?
No problem, my friend.
Doctor, what do you think? We could also figure a way back into the city to meet up with Blaze and the others. Well, this gentleman seems to have made a choice for us, right?
That is scarcely the case. We always have many choices at any point in our lives. But of course, we tend to pick the best one from the available options.
I hope we can have a fruitful relationship in the coming days.
Of course, my friend. I trust that this will be a most enjoyable journey.
5 hours later.
As I said, bandits are not the biggest threat in the wastelands. I once knew the most courageous loco. Even.
Doctor, give me a hand. Yeah, we're up. How many hills have we crossed? This is only the second one, Doctor. I really let myself go. Doctor, sit down here for a minute.
Friend, at your speed, we will be on the road for at least another whole day.
The doctor might not be able to maintain such a brisk pace.
We can slow down a touch, but
why can't we go a bit slower?
even as a merchant of the wasteland, there is a limit to the amount of food and water I can carry on me. If we slow down too much, we will inevitably run into a supply shortage.
If that's the case, Mr. Cannot? Is there a forest nearby? I've heard of an oasis in the wastes of eastern Colombia.
There is, but what use of it?
No, I did not boop. No, I did not. Only anime waifus for me. I'm very sorry. Night, above the wastelands, in a dark mountain pass. A tongue of flame consumes dry branches, and the sound of wooden spoon tapping against a bowl echoes across the canyon along with Anya's humming. That's cute. These vegetables, as well as the mushrooms here, are pretty much all edible as long as they're cooked true. This kind is slightly toxic, but can still be eaten in an emergency.
I should have given you more credit, Mr. Rabbit. To be honest, most friends from the nomadic cities have no sense of how to survive in the wilds. Many I know will never once step foot in the wastelands. I see that you have decent survivalist skill set. Where are you from? Rimbilliton?
Rimbilliton's like, yeah, the place with a lot of like rabbit people.
I will not be surprised if you are in fact from Rimbilliton.
Actually, the doctor taught me all of this a few years ago. I did? Huh? Yes, I'm yes, the story writes itself. I'm actually a writer from this game all this time. Yes, I predicted that it would. I knew it was her. I did. Oh yeah, because the doctor has amnesia. So, the doctor has no idea about his past. Yes, back then. Oh, young Amia. Doctor, are these edible? These vegetables, as well as the mushrooms here, are pretty much all edible as long as they're cooked true. Those were trying times, harrowing times, but they were also good times. It seems that something is stirring in the back of your mind, but it gradually blurs out. You try to recall that scene again, but the vague memory is like bubbles that occasionally rise to the water's surface, only to disappear just as quickly. Doctor? Is this something that happened before then? It's nothing. It did happen a few years ago, but it doesn't matter if you can't remember. She lowers her head and continues to stir the bowl, but the smile on her face seems somewhat lonelier. Aww.
I must also say, you've chosen the most prudent location to make camp. Even though we've made a fire, our position is not easy to detect.
Are there any bandits around here?
Bandits, bounty hunters, and countless rust hammers.
That was the group that the X reunion members joined.
There are no shortage of annoyances in this land.
Rust Hammer. I've heard the name before. They're a group of vicious marauders, right?
That description would not be a very rigorous one. Rusthammer is a loose organization and is made up of various smaller groups. For example, there is Fiend's Gang, made up of Scarcasts, and also a group of strange folks who worship catastrophe as gods. I think they're called followers of the Chosori or something.
Okay. They worship catastrophes? Sarkaz? Fiend's Gang?
Oh, something about the Rusthammer Gang and the Gasargon that call themselves Archosaurus Devils. They seem to have been searching for an Archosaurus war god with massive horns on its head.
An operator from Colombia once told me that Rusthammer used to be just a few, small scattered groups. Over the past few years, though, the numbers have greatly increased, stretching from the mountains of Ursus to the wastelands of Colombia.
Our world is not a peaceful one, friend. And the wasteland is no exception. You will encounter all sorts of strange people and strange occurrences. But you will adapt.
Here, Doctor. Dinner's ready. Thank you, Amia.
Very good. What a heartfelt scene of intimacy.
Mr. Cannot?
I am simply jesting. My apologies. Please do not take it seriously.
That was cute. At this rate, you will lose everything. You will be alone, with nothing. Is it worth it? Loneliness is a poison that erodes the mind. How much do you think you can withstand? Ah, freaking bots. By the time you awaken, there will be no kin at your side. Nobody will recognize your sacrifice, let alone remember it. Is this the future you look forward to? Oh, we got a raid! You wake up. We got double raid from Kigurumi and Pixelgon. Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. How you all doing? Hello, hello. Hello, hello. How is everybody doing today? Let me just finish blocking a bot. Okay. Quick shout out to Pixel and Kigurumi. How y'all doing? Here we go. Gal Guardians, Servants of the Dark. Pampas and Celine, the Maze of Demons. Oh! Oh, I thought that both of you are like playing a game together. But you two seem to be playing two different games. How are you guys doing? No, not you, Pixel Higitsune. Pixel gone. Right. There are two pixels in chat. There are currently two pixels in chat. Right. Yeah, hope you all had a good stream today. To anyone who's new here from Pixel and Kigurumi streams, my name is will-o-wispy. I play video games and build Gunpla. I've been playing mostly Persona 3 Reload, and Arknights. I'm going through the story, and then I also build Gunpla, and haven't been building as frequently as I want to, but I am finishing up the Gundam Amazing Barbatus Lupus, which is a high grade kit if you know your Gundams. Yeah. Oh, you guys were playing a game together. Okay. Yeah. So you guys were playing Gal Guardians, Servants of the Dark, I presume. So is it a co-op game? What kind of game is it? I never heard of it before. Yeah. Yeah, I'm currently just reading like all the visual novels in Arknights. This is today's Thursday is the usual day I usually do this kind of stream. Yeah. Today, however, I think I'll be ending in like an hour or two because I need to head out to like get my car because my car's in like getting fixed and stuff. So yeah. Oh hey Emily, welcome. No slime, but welcome. It's a sequel to Gal Guardians. Think of it like co-op Castlevania Symphony of the Night, but with what? Oh wow, a co-op Symphony of the Night, but with waifu. That sounds pretty fun. That generally sounds pretty fun. Huh? Maybe I should take a look at it. I do like Metroidvania games, and to have it as co-op sounds interesting. Yeah. Don't feel pressure to stick around after Ray, Pixel, and Pixelgon and Kigurumi. Feel free to go eat, rest, sleep, do whatever you need to do. Otherwise, I hope you all enjoy stay here with me for like another hour or two before I end stream. Yeah. Lunching? Yeah, what you eating? Are you feeling okay? I know you were sick for a while recently. So I hope you're feeling better today. The first one wasn't. Oh, okay. First one wasn't a Metroidvania, but the second one, but the sequel one that you're playing is a Metroidvania. Okay, all right, cool. You went back to work yesterday, and your next day off is 16. Hey Daichi, no slime time. Your next day off is 16, which is Wednesday. Okay. Sick. You stream a lot? I don't think I'm streaming a lot, especially since I've only streamed like 1 hour on Monday when I could stream like 10 hours. because I have to deal with car. And in fact, I have to go get my car today after I stream another 1 hour or two. First one wasn't really a Metroidvania. It was like a pseudo Metroidvania, but this one is. The stories aren't connected, so you can jump right. Oh, okay. Very nice. Thank you for the description, Pixel. Thank you. You feel a lot better. Just throat ache and a bit cough now. Good. Don't eat anything that's yeet hay. Don't eat anything yeet hay. And I'm sure you don't need me to tell you this, but there are people out there who, like, despite having sore throat and being sick, and still eat like fried stuff and spicy stuff. And you ate potato chips and chocolate. God damn it, Emily. Yeah, Emily was sick earlier this week, and have cough and sore throat, and they're still eating potato chips and chocolate. What the fuck? What the fuck, Emily? You one of those people who eat spicy stuff while sick? What's wrong with you guys? You don't gai hao when you are sick, you just can't. Oh, well then. Okay, alright. Okay. I'm gonna keep reading. You gotta burn away the illness. That's not how it works! Oh, God damn it, you guys. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna continue on with the Arknights story. Amiya and Doctor stranded in the wasteland in Colombia, like Arknights version of the American desert. And like there's a merchant who goes by the name Cannot, which is the April Fool's character as well, who's like an IS as well, integrated strategies as well, who's like, yeah, I'll guide you to the wasteland with the price of 2 original ingots. And Amiya was like, yeah, making food out in the waste, from scavenging mushrooms and stuff from the forest, and then made food for everyone, Doctor and Cannot. But Amiya a bit sad because Amnesia Doctor cannot remember about Amiya and his time in the past. Exactly how it was. Shut up. I'm kidding. He drank cold and sweet drink. I mean, that's not too bad, but still. Come on, guys. Come on. Alright, I'm gonna continue on. A crimson glow spills forth from the distant horizon, and the darkness left unto humanity by the Shadow Moon gradually ebbs. Shadow Moon! Kamen Rider reference! Frigid wind gnaws at your cheeks. Which kind of cheeks? As it blows across your face. Ah, okay. And the land of terror once again ushers in a new dawn.
You're up very early, friend.
The morning air is refreshing.
Where's the little rabbit? Is she not awake yet?
Let her rest a bit longer. What are you doing?
Short-tailed foul beasts don't have much meat, but they can suffice as breakfast. This is a specialty of the Colombian wastelands. Worry not, it's free of charge. A new day comes to terror, and the situation has not changed, as far as I can tell. Nevertheless, good morning, friend. You were talking in your sleep last night. Your mental state has seemed a bit unstable. Do be careful.
What do you hear?
I am a trustworthy person. I didn't go out of my way to listen, let alone remember anything. Plus, you were only mumbling. Couldn't really hear anything clearly. But, every night, the little rabbit is very concerned about your sleep talking. Pardon me for being nosy, but after all the chatting we done on our journey, it is hard not to take certain impressions. Have you lost your memories or something of that sort?
Thoughts?
I see, if that's some sort of secret, let's say I never ask. It is an uncouth question indeed, and I ask out of simple curiosity.
I really like this guy. He's really good at phrasing his words. You gonna go nap? See you next time? Alright, have a good nap after food, Emily. Have a good rest. Have a good slime time. No, what slime time? Only wisp time. No slime time. Some things happened to me, and I lost some of my memories. Maybe most of them. Occasionally, I'll record some of them, just tiny fragments. Well, maybe not occasionally, only a few rare times.
Friend, I have a vague idea of what's going on. Suppose your memory is a spread out newspaper, and now someone has spilled a bucket of paint on it. You can only see bits and pieces of the content through the gaps in the paint, but you can't grasp the full picture of that content.
This seems like a pretty good description of my experiences. I am a stranger to myself.
It sounds like something that defies all words, friend. Well, I'm no psychiatrist, and there's not much I can do for you.
Sometimes I even find myself thinking about the kind of person I was before all this. I don't know who I am. I can only piece myself together from the words of others.
That's not important, friend. Our existence is often based on how others perceive us. A sum of yourself is but the feedback of auditory, visual, and emotional interaction with others. It doesn't matter what kind of person you are. But from a social point of view, it should be quite clear what kind of person others need you to be.
Do you happen to know of anything that can restore memories quickly?
I do, but I can't recommend it. Let me think of how to put this. Our lives are like an elastic belt. If you stretch out one side, the other side will contract. If you want to restore your memories quickly, you will have to endure many unmanageable consequences.
Amnesia is like living in someone's life. Yeah.
That quaint head of yours might not withstand such a tussle. Besides, this only applies to the most common form of amnesia. Whether for your own sake or for that of the little buddy who you value so much, I'd recommend just taking things easy.
I like this guy.
By the way, the little rabbit's up.
Doctor, good morning. Morning, Amiya.
I'll leave you to do it then. I'm going to fetch some firewood.
Amiya stands beside you quietly, watching the sun rising in the distance. The rays of light are slowly melting the cold tones of the wasteland. Every piece of the rocky desert dyed by the gradually rising sun. Perhaps you have never set foot upon this land, but in the corner of Terra's vast domain, you once wandered with Amiya. You once left your footprints in this sparsely populated world. This should have been your impression, your fragments of your memory. But the truth is, this is the story Calcit told you. Alright, thank you, Pixel. Have a good night. In the cold wind of the early morning, you rack your brain, trying to find a tangible thread within your hazy memory. The light of daybreak, the cold wind of the wastelands, you and Amiya and you. You can remember, and yet you cannot remember. Amiya takes hold of your hand. Doctor, are you okay? Because Amiya can sense people's emotions with her powers, so I'm fine. I remember it was around the same time we spent our first night in the wastelands and watched the sun rise over the horizon just like this. You asked me a bunch of weird questions. Of course, all of that happened years ago, but it seems like it was just yesterday. Hello, Varsho. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, Amiya. It's okay, Doctor. As long as you're here, one day, things will get better. We're in the camp. The next day, 2:39 p.m. Clear. Messenger outposts. Several huge engineering vehicles and armed off-road transports make a circular formation on the rocky, barren expanses surrounding several makeshift sheds. The noisy din of generators and the roar of running originium boilers can be heard near and far, intermingled with the loud conversations of travelers and messengers. The messenger outpost, an oasis of civilization beyond the ecological oasis of the wastelands. Your destination.
Finally, we arrived safely at the post. We didn't encounter any major difficulties on our journey, nor did a catastrophe befall us. You are quite lucky indeed, friend. The third car from the left is the messenger contact station here. You might be able to contact your group there. The messenger rates here are pretty good.
But the room over there has the logo of Mama John's on it. Are you sure it's fine?
As long as you keep a low profile and don't cause any trouble, there won't be any problems. This is a messenger outpost after all. Even in Colombia, few companies will go all the way to get on the messenger's bad side.
Doctor, wait here for me. I don't stand out as much as you do, so I'll head down to the messenger contact station. Mr. Cannot, can I trouble you to stay with the doctor for a while? I'll be right back.
Don't worry, little rabbit. I am good at hiding people from prying eyes. There won't be any problems.
Is it because he stands out more? Is it because, like, this guy stands out more than the people he's trying to hide? Is that why he's able to do that? I mean, look at the helmet, bro, and the cloak. How could you not stand out with that getup?
Relax, friend. Look at those armed vehicles over there. Do you see those anti-armor turrets? Trust me, it's very safe here. Here, have a sip. It's a specialty from a local microbrewery. Give it a try.
Is this beer?
Indeed. The owner of this microbrewery is an infected. Unexpected, yes? Even among Colombia's pioneers, there are few who can accomplish this much.
How about me? It's okay. I'm currently borrowing a mortal body. I'm not a floating flame out in the open. Could be worse. His helmet could be a second HP bar. Shivers and PTs. You mean he could be a boss fight? The heck? I wonder where I can fight this guy. Probably IS. Now is not the time to drink and make merry.
Fair enough. Why don't we go relax over there and listen to the news? You know, the very best thing about Colombia is that they provide radio-based stations for all the wasteland outposts. You can hear the news on the radio from just about anywhere. Almost all cities have intra-city broadcasting, but the decision to cover the wilderness with base station is unique in terror. You should take it all in and treat it like sightseeing.
The armed conflict that occurred in the northern district of Tacaranto has gradually subsided. On site, police found evidence of a large-scale crossbow shootout, but have not apprehended any suspects. The Tacaranto police announced that one of the parties involved in the conflict has ties to a foreign company, Rhodes Island. The specifics of this organization are not known at this time. Some sources note that this foreign company has certain commercial conflicts with a local firm, but the spokesperson of this local business declined to comment on the matter. The police believe that this may have been the terrorist attack on Tacaranto, and the specifics of this armed conflict are pending further investigation. There's a boss there whose helmet is a second HP bar and was already super boss hard despite being a main story boss. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I thought you were talking about Arknights stuff, because, you know, we're streaming Arknights. Dude, really switching bodies between Doctor and that human? Yes, I can borrow anyone's body. It's okay, no problem. It's not a big deal for me. Doctor.
You're back, little rabbit.
The people at the messenger contact station didn't come to work until 3 past noon, so we'll have to wait. The news just now.
It sounds like you people have withdrawn successfully, which is a good thing. But Mama John's probably got what it came for. Most regrettable.
Thoughts?
Something like this is a routine operation in Colombia. That bunch moved quickly and wiped their asses in advance. Don't dwell on it, friend. You'll leave this place soon enough. It's too late to manage this problem now, but be more mindful about it next time.
But what did they get out of a batch of semi-finished medical samples?
Very well. It seems that you made up your mind. Are you familiar with Columbia's business, my friend? How many times have you had to deal with them in the past?
Rhodes Island has had some simple dealings with a few Columbia technology companies.
Oh, I'm sure simple dealings are decently good on the surface. But, my friend, the ugly and indecent parts are not often placed on the table for everyone to see. Come then, I will take you someplace, so you can see something fun.
Oh, they got time to kill anyway. Next! Hello. I need this month's dose. Sure, let's take a look. Mr. Dave, is it? Ah, yes, I saw your application. You've been a model employee this past month. Here's your monthly medical ration. Thank you. Thank you. Would it be possible to get next month's dose in advance? My wife is in pretty bad shape lately, and I need... Mr. Dave, according to company regulations, we are unable to provide any medication in advance. Thank you for your understanding. But as you know, we always prepare additional medicine for commercial sale, and you can always go next door to purchase more neuropathy suppressants. But company regulations, Mr. Dave. Thank you for your understanding. Next! What is this place?
Shh, hush. This is the Frontier Department of Mama John's. Keep a low profile.
They're passing out medicine to the infected?
In Colombia, many things operate in a way unlike elsewhere in Terra. For example, consider the Wasteland Pioneers. Pioneers, the lifeblood of Colombia's westward expansion. The writers of Colombia's wilderness stories. The protagonists of the Colombian dream. They signed a contract with Mama John's and opened up land in the barren wastes, establishing residential areas for Colombia and its companies. Depending on how they work, companies will also provide them with medicine and supplies as a sort of wage. Here, take this.
The solid and liquid component are packaged separately. This is the medicine they distribute?
This is the medicine that they give to the infected. You're the expert here. I doubt you need me to explain.
This is not an neuropathy suppressant.
Of course not. You know better than me. This half is a generic painkiller, and the other half is a nutrient solution.
Why?
It's not a question of why, don't you see? They don't need to sell real suppressants. These pioneers, infected from all over the world, have never seen a real neuropathy suppressant. Though these things can't actually suppress neuropathy itself, they can relieve the symptoms of the disease. The product of Mama George works, and works quickly, and that's good enough for them. The concept of suppressant is new to Terra, and naturally they wouldn't know.
Since they make painkillers, they don't need to make real suppressants. Why do they care about our technology then?
The story would be even more interesting. Did you know, before Mama John's became a big name, they were just a donut chain? How could they have mastered the technology to produce drugs? All their pharmaceutical production lines are purchased from other companies such as Beach Brilla, Tower Hill Biotech, Rhine Lab. Now that they sell painkillers as suppressants and make so much money, do you think the other pharmaceutical companies will sit on their hands? They've been thoroughly beaten down by other companies, but they've also learned a whole lot. This time, they decided to directly off their partner, something that is distinctively Colombian. With your batch of samples in hand, I suspect the landscape of the cheap drugs will soon change. A more efficacious drug with a stronger analgesic will convince more people that this is in fact an neuropathy or suppressant.
How can that be allowed? Rhodes Island samples are not neuropathy suppressants at all. Those samples haven't been tested for safety yet and might have serious side effects. We haven't...
Let me tell you what will happen next. Mama John's will use your technology to make more and more suppressants at lower costs. Of course, those poor pioneers will become the guinea pigs. Will they die? Let me tell you the truth. Even without Mama John's, they will still die. Colombia's frontiers have been bought with the blood of the pioneers. Their life expectancy is not long regardless. But those who remain, those whose lives were not claimed while paving the wilderness, are ever more likely to work for them in exchange for these so-called suppressants. This medicine gives some short-term pain relief. Maybe you can even buy them a few extra years. Then, the newspaper across Colombia's major cities will publish headline after headline of the great achievements, right on the front page. Mama John's stride into pharmaceuticals, bringing new hope to the infected. Impeccable. As for the truth, it is not at all important compared to the actual effectiveness of the analgesics. Of course, you can call these poor people those drugs you can tell these poor people those drugs you're taking can't actually cure or prevent pain, but can best be regarded as expensive painkillers and placebos. And then what? You keep telling them the truth, and saying that even the best suppressors by far can't bring back their completely normal lives, and that they will continue to be accompanied by sickness and pain until they die. On the subject of homeopathy, Rhode Island indeed stands at the bleeding edge in this world. So you know the truth. But is it the truth that they can stomach? And this is Colombia, my friend. Nothing will change, and everything makes sense. People come to Colombia with hope, create value with hope, and die with hope.
But we can't just sit around and watch them use Rhode Island to...
See, this is very practical. You cannot save them. Nobody can save them. Not to mention, it is difficult even to protect yourselves now. For the infected who harbor hope in their hearts, hope never existed in the first place, and you know this better than they do. You should contact your people sooner rather than later, and find a way to get back.
I don't want to admit it, but facts are facts. Doctor.
I know that hope is a cruel thing indeed. When you really realize it can't be undone, when you realize you are powerless, when you find yourself nothing but desperate, hope is enough to drive a perfectly good person mad. People believe what they want to believe, and that makes them feel much better.
Man, I'm getting flashback to the Persona 5 ending. You look over at Amiya. You watch her ears slowly droop, her eyes filled with sadness, then stained with helplessness. The two of you have seen much, but you both will see more still. You both understand all this, and in fact, there is no need for the wasteland merchant to explain it again. In the distance, along the border between the wastelands and the sky, the sun slowly sinks. Day is about to draw to an end in Terra's wastelands. The light is about to fade, and the twin moons will soon take its place in the sky. Wait, in the Arknights world there are 2 moons? What? There are 2 moons in the Arknights world? Okay, alright. The sun will still rise tomorrow, but not every infected will see the coming dawn. Even if there are enough drugs to suppress neuropathy in the first place, it is too late for so many more. Nothing will change. Nothing will change? But, Mr. Cannot, even if hope will continue to bring us pain, I still think it's worth it. If we give up on hope, what is the meaning of everything we had to endure? Doctor.
Oh, quite a rousing speech, friend. You did not convince me, for you will find it hard to do so. But I felt the sincerity of your emotions. I do like how you still refuse to bow to reality despite having seen it. Though, to be honest, you've already embarrassed yourselves. Let's put that speech aside for now. I know that you two are very practical people. So I will also pose a very practical question. I'm quite curious. What will you do next? You've already arrived at the messenger outpost at the border, and you will be leaving this place soon. Do you plan to turn around and head back? What then? To be frank, my friend, unless you have some way of getting your things back from them, you will have a very hard time resolving these matters.
There's a truck with Goku decals on its back. What, like those like big like Japanese anime cars, like waifu cars?
Will you charge them single-handedly with all guns blazing? Shall I lend you a burden beast so you can look like a hero of the veil from the indigenous Colombian people's folklore? Oh, I almost forgot. You can't fight.
Mr. Kanat, please don't say that about the doctor. No, Amiya, he's right. Sometimes we don't necessarily need to use force.
From the sound of things, you plan to appeal to reason.
Prison. 4 days later, 4 p.m., Columbia Detention Center. Alright, you can leave now. Thank you very much. Doctor, it went well, Amiya. Don't do that again. I was worried sick.
You play your bag of tricks quite well, my friend. Very clever. I'm glad that the little excursion I took you on was not in vain, nor was me waiting out here for a few days. I really did underestimate you. But I'm a bit scared for you now, my friend.
I'll take that as a compliment. I still don't understand what happened.
Simply stated, our clever friend here voluntarily surrendered to Colombian customs and border protection, saying that your company has smuggled a batch of Europathy-related drugs into Colombia. If you know anything about Colombian laws, you should know that Europathy-related drugs are the most strictly regulated medical products. The company that lobbied to implement this law in the past spent a lot of efforts to monopolize the drug market in Colombia. The information provided by our friend here definitely alarmed the Colombian Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Arts Unit Originium, and they certainly aren't easy to deal with. Per protocol, the Bureau's security forces went there in no time and seized all the items in the smuggled product trade.
But we have complete contracts and records of our cooperation with them, which should be easy to find.
Ha 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 ha! That's the important part. Miss Rabbit, when they chose to attack you, they had no intention of leaving any footprints. They have destroyed all evidence of this cooperation, and nothing would match up in the investigation. So what kind of situation will prevent the company from leaving behind any evidence of a transaction? What else but shady business?
So it was the Colombian government that seizes all the samples.
According to law, they will destroy these smuggled goods, and then there's nothing after that. Mama Jones is pretty much omnipotent around here. But what if the scope extends to cover all of Colombia? Colombian Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Arts Units, and Originium. Their name might be a mouthful, but they have some competent people, and they'll be watching closely.
I understand now. But even with that being the case, won't Rhodes Island have a blackened record?
Ha 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 ha. This is Colombia after all. There's not a company out there with a perfectly white rear. Pay a fine, sign up on the ticket, and it won't be long until people forget about it. Perhaps people might have stopped caring already. After all, in order to cover their ass, Mama Jones might have inadvertently given Rhodes Island its best cover. And in case the Bureau really came for Rhodes Island, they would be the ones in trouble. Of course, your doctor did spend 3 days in the Bureau's detention room, which is its own price.
It's hard for me to evaluate this move, Doctor. Dr. Kelsey is going to be mad. I'll just tell her I learned it from watching her. Oh, hey, Blaze. I wouldn't mouth off like that if I were you. Oh, Blaze, the gang's all here. The well-built feline operator is looking at you with eyes of helplessness. Doctor, you caused a real big uproar this time around. Fines, fees, jail time. And even the Colombian government investigating legitimate business practices. But I have no clue how you managed to sort it all out. I almost had to door Dr. Cal sit myself. How the hell are you gonna explain all this to her when you get back? Beg for mercy. Doctor, please don't ever take a gamble like this again in the future. We could contact the ship and wait for support. Besides, Rhodes Island actually has a contingency plan for dealing with situations like this. At least the trip through the wasteland was fun, wasn't it? Fun? I suppose just a little. Oh, she smiles a little bit now. Hey. Doctor, don't change the subject. After we get back, you have to tell the whole truth to Dr. Calcit. I'll help you with the report. Thanks.
Then I suppose it is time to part ways, my friend. As I said before, our journey together was most enjoyable.
Thanks for everything. We may meet again someday.
I do believe we will meet again in the near future. Until then, I wish you good health. See you later.
Who was that? Gave me the sense that there was something else under that nice front of his. Doctor? There's something I'd like to ask you. Back then, you said you needed Mr. Kennard to do a little favor for you. What was it? "3 days ago. 3:27 PM clear, somewhere in the wastelands."
You're a real crazy one, friend. That's a rather destructive trait you got there. So, what do you need my help with?
Though we don't want to use force, I still want to keep the option open. I would like you people to protect Amiya up until she leaves safely.
Oi, hold up, easy now. What do you mean by my people?
We've been followed this whole way, right? The strange man has gone silent, but you can't judge his expression under the thin, thick bucket helm. However, you feel that the silence harbors neither anger nor dissatisfaction. Dissatisfaction. God damn it. Siskar is having problems again. Alright. Stop licking my ass. No slime. See you, Black Max.
Well done, Doctor. I thought my friends did a good job considering themselves. This whole time, I took you for an intelligent but overly sentimental person. You truly are full of surprises. Well then, Doctor, of course I can help you with this little favor. Though I believe that with Miss Amiya's skills, she won't really need my help. But business is business, and what can you offer me?
I'll turn a blind eye to the documents you took from my car. How does that sound to you?
Beautifully played, friend. It's a deal.
If everything goes well, we will see you in 3 days.
Of course, my friend. I wish you the best of luck.
So he took some documents from our car that we crashed. Okay.
Alright, you can come up now.
Fiend's gang member?
You alone? Is it over? Not quite. The upcoming show should be quite entertaining. That one's extremely dangerous. We shouldn't let him go.
Oh, Rusthammer.
We could come up against that Rhode Island. Why should we help them? Just trust me. The existence of an organization like theirs is good for us. The longer such people live, the more interesting this world will become. Let's go, friends. We still have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, just random NPCs. They're not actual characters. Alright, cool. That was hella long. God damn. How long have I streamed? 1 hour and 3... What? I've been streaming for 1.5 hours? Well, okay, assuming half an hour of like distractions and yapping. I spent 1 hour reading that. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, I spent 1 hour reading. Oh my god. I hope the next one wouldn't be too long. Because I think I only have time to read one more before I have to go get my car and go to work and stuff. Okay. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I have no idea about Castor's past yet. I just know that something Castors can't touch anybody or they die. Or something like that. Yeah. And that and like I saw like a clip of like her dancing with her shadow and reflection in one of the trailers. Just a clip. I didn't see the whole thing because Twitter like played that clip as I was scrolling. So yeah. That's all I know about Castorus, honestly. I have not played the story. You need to do the story quests. Yeah, I have not touched Empress at all. Everyone in like Astral Express is still huddling like in the train waiting for me to talk to them so that we can go to Empress. She can hug a robot, right? I mean, I don't know. I don't know anything about Castorus lore. Yeah, I just know that she's super lonely and there was someone important that she hugged and then right before that person died. Yeah. And crumbled to dust or something. Because I saw that little bit of clip from the trailer for Castorus. You've been skipping lots of dials in Empress than normal, huh? Yeah, I'm not feeling like playing Empress anytime soon. Not anytime soon, honestly. I'm just focusing on other things. All right, let's start. Rhodes Island Landship Medical Cabin. Oh, Calcit. Just so wise, aren't they really? Dialogues aren't just okay. All right, we're in the medical room, medical cabin. Remove the electrodes. My head feels hotter than distended. Not good. You'll feel better after a quick rest. Doctor, I scanned your brain 7 times over the past month or so, and the results are always the same. There's nothing wrong with your medial temporal lobe, and the neurons in other brain areas are as active as they are in most young people. Meaning you don't need to come to medical for these unpleasant tests so often. What if I just want to come and see you? Then what's wrong with my memory? There's no doubt that you lost a lot of your memory. Even someone like you wouldn't be able to manipulate the results. Those memories are episodic, chiefly concerning the subjective awareness of your identity. And even more so about all your experiences before you fell asleep in the Chernobog sarcophagus. In contrast, your procedural memory has recovered extremely quickly. From my reports of Amiya's and Doberman's observations, this conclusion is clear. Your ability to command, as exhibited during the Chernobog incident, is not significantly worse than before. Why would this happen? There are many reasons for memory loss. Some are force majeure, others are subjective. Medical testing can only rule out qualitative pathological changes. In any case, I believe that the skills you possess will play just as a key role as they did in the past. I want to be able to help Amiya. I know, and I've seen how hard you've been working. After leaving Lungmen, we've been making our way through the wastelands for some time. The operators need an opportunity to rest, Amiya in particular. Likewise, you also need a chance to catch your breath, don't you? I just want some time to adjust. With PRTS to help you, it won't take long for you to adapt to your work at Rhodes Island. However, I don't want you to push yourself. Rhodes Island is not the only thing that has just emerged from a terrible disaster. You have as well, Doctor. Your physical indicators have more or less returned to normal, but your memory is still damaged, and your mental state is unstable. My sanity. As a patient, Overwork can only harm you. I want to hear about... Amiya is also a patient. You're also a patient. Me, I appreciate your concern. Though I can't say I'm used to arypathy, I can assure you that I'm the last person you should worry about. Doctor, in the span of one short month, you've taken over the staffing of several departments on this ship. In addition, I've seen you reviewing past battles together with combat operators to further explore the possibilities of tactical optimization. You've even been reading during this entire examination. Are you looking at the briefing submitted by the new operator who just reported in a few days ago? Furthermore, I've seen your notes. Those records about even the most trivial of the operator details. Those flashes of tactical inspiration. Those calculations for determining Rhodes Island's business efficiency. And even those scrawls that I can't make sense of. They are all evidence of your commitment to your duty. Although most of these tasks can be completed with the assistance of PRTS, I think this is your preferred method. You didn't see me bad-mouthing you, did you? Why would you say that aloud? Doctor, why would you say that aloud? It's just a way of organizing my thoughts. As the density of your notes increases, your cognition also improves. All of your abilities are recovering rapidly, not only due to the retention of your procedural memory, but also due to your extraordinary efforts. Conscious exercise will help your brain return more quickly to your pre-comatose state, and may even bring back your memory faster than expected. Do you want me to recover as quickly as possible? I am your doctor. There's not a doctor out there who does not wish for the quick recovery of her patient. That said, if you end up collapsing due to overwork, you'll disrupt Amiya's condition as well. I see, you do care about me. These sentiments of yours that occasionally leak true are quite unlike the past you. While this is rather intriguing, if I am the object of your feelings, let's just say we've no need for that. I've told you many times over that ensuring your physical and mental well-being has always been one of my duties. Tsundere cat. So yes, even here, I still care about you, even without a battle. It's strange that you talk to me like this. Today's exam is over. As I said, you don't need to report back here at the same time next week. The regular morning and evening checkups will continue for a while. Lancet 2 will look after you for me. Oh, the robot? If we ever find that your physical condition does not support your continued work, you must immediately return to medical. As for now, you may return to your work, Doctor. Hereby declare you an airhead, a wisp head. Well, I am a wisp, so. Rhodes Island landship, hallway outside the bridge. Oh. Earth Spirit, okay. Earth Spirit? What brings you here? I've updated the geological monitoring report I submitted this morning. You need to make an adjustment so soon? That's unlike you. The numbers change quickly. Made me miss my afternoon nap. Forward the report to your team leader. My recommendations are at the bottom. Sure. Strong wind warning, is it? That's no problem. The engineering department straightened the storm shutters 2 days in advance, and logistics notified everyone to stay away from the at-risk deck areas. That's not all. Keep reading. Uh-huh? There might be a strong windstorm ahead of our route. Should we slow down or make a detour? How dangerous is this windstorm you're talking about here? I guess Earth Spirit is a weather person. Someone who can, like, predict the weather and whatnot. I don't know. I look at anomalies in the data and make my best call. All I know for sure is there's more than one cyclone forming ahead, and it's far more dangerous than anyone would expect. Sounds pretty vague. We set our route a month ago. It's already been approved. We're looking at a big mess if we can if we change it on the fly. You were in that meeting, right? We chose the route for its super low risk profile. Over the last decades, caravans from Lungmen to Latinian have been back and forth over this route thousands of times. Yes, in theory, we've avoided the catastrophe-prone areas, and the probability of encountering danger is low. But you're also not sure? The bosses want us as far away from Ursus and Lungmen as soon as possible. Whatever, I just need to make sure you got my warning. Deciding what to do with it is not my job description. That's up to you. Settle down, Earth Spirit. We've got protocols. I'll notify the team later, and we'll discuss. There's no time for that. Doctor? Why are you here? Shouldn't you be in your office? I was going out onto the bridge. Now that's some coincidence. If you're taking the report, are you going to explain the situation to our team leader in person? The situation is urgent. I'll let Amiya know. What? It's that serious? Well, that's not good. Doctor, you believe me? I believe my operators. Then I'll go to the bridge with you. I'll continue to observe the situation in real time and report to you and Amiya. Good, that's the best option. That is within the scope of my duties. Overcast visibility 4 kilometers. Rose Island Landship Bridge. Warning! The wind speed is increasing rapidly. At these numbers, our visibility is going to fall under 1 kilometer within a few minutes. Did you turn on the assisted driving function for sandstorm mode? We had it on for a while. It was part of the itinerary. But Amiya, this might not be an ordinary sands tool. My god! What is it, Pavel? Sensors detecting thunderstorms clouds ahead. Open the PA. Tell the whole ship that Rose Island will pass through a thunderstorm shortly, and raise the alert level by 1. Central Command personnel, slow us down right now. We're rocking a lot. What's the situation? The pressure on the hull side panels is skyrocketing. 70% of the outermost storm shutters have been damaged and are basically falling. Also, multiple abnormal heat sources detected near the hull. Energy amplitude approaching critical threshold. Does this mean... Yes, it's a catastrophe. Doctor, how can this be? No time to explain. Alright, I got it. All hands, activate Code Red Catastrophe Alert. Evacuate all personnel on the first deck, bridge excluded. Gather all non-gen engineering personnel from the 2nd to 6th levels in the central area for safety. Central Control, maintain minimum speed cruising. Navigator, how long will this desert thunderstorm last? These sudden onset storms usually pass within an hour or two. It's hard to say for sure, Doctor. Earth Spirit? Earth Spirit, your analysis. Kowalski, analysis. Yes, Doctor. Mr. Pavel, the doctor gave you the report I completed an hour ago. Multiple small cyclones within 2 kilometers? This doesn't bode well. This catastrophe is no ordinary desert thunderstorm. We could be looking at a maximum strength windstorm. Can I borrow one of the sensors on the bridge? Of course. I should have seen it myself. It's alright, Mr. Pavel. This is an extremely abnormal phenomenon and well beyond the scope of normal catastrophe prediction. An experienced catastrophe messenger would have some trouble spotting all the signs in time. If not for the doctor's existence, I would have treated the outliers as errors and glossed over them. I'm getting a real bad feeling about this. Doctor, Amiya, the small cyclones ahead are converging and intensifying. In other words, the core of the multi-cyclone vortex is about to generate. Once the core forms, I estimate the cyclone will reach 2 kilometers in diameter and last at least 7 to 8 hours. What happens if Rose Island maintains its speed as it approaches the core? If we come into contact with the vortex, the ship's hull may collide with high-speed active originium dust, roughly equivalent to the simultaneous detonation of hundreds of maximum payload originium bombs across the bulwark. I'm sure you can guess how that might go for us. Do we have enough time to change course? I can try. The core of the windstorm changes direction very quickly and can reach a maximum speed of nearly 1,000 kilometers per hour. Then there's no point in us trying. Amiya, even if we try a full speed retreat, if we get unlucky with the direction, Rhodes Island won't escape the storm. Then it seems like the only thing we can do is stay put. Mr. Pavel, give me a potential damage assessment. If we spend 7 hours in a thunderstorm of a similar scale, the 6 decks would be damaged by maybe 15%. Of those, the first deck would take the hardest hits, and casualties are likely. It'll be the biggest loss the ship takes in a year. But I don't see any options. There is a way. Doctor? You don't want to have to dock for a month of repairs, right? Yes, if we have to stop in the wastelands, we could face other threats. We have another choice. Doctor, are you suggesting that we continue straight ahead? That's out of the question. Visibility is too low. Even with assisted driving, I can't navigate. I'm from Sargon. Plunging headfirst into the sandstorm like this is suicide. I understand your concerns, Mr. Kamal, but I trust the doctor. Doctor, are you sure about leading Rhodes Island through the catastrophe zone? I need Earth Spirit to keep calculating the real-time coordinates of the vortex. Good. Please cooperate with the doctor. Calculating a safe route in such a short time sounds like a bad joke. If anyone can do it, it's our doctor. I've heard stories of the battles and all, but operating the bland ship is nothing like the field command. I know about this. Of course, I don't doubt the doctor's abilities, but I never heard of this real-time calculation method. It just might work. Her spirit, can you make sense of the doctor's formulas? No, but they feel a bit familiar. Right. I heard about a similar formula from some whiz kid a couple days ago, but the doctor's version is more complicated and varied. Amiya, we're ready. Let's head for it then. Leave it to me. Okay, Doctor. Go for it until you're at my position. From the moment I saw you appear on the bridge, I trusted that the situation would definitely turn around. Attention everyone on the bridge. From now on, I am transferring command of the Rhodes Island landship to Doctor. All powers to the engines! Got it, Doctor. Message from Closure. The engine is ready, and she wishes us good luck. There's nothing wrong with going a little crazy every now and then. If I knew I'd be sailing like this, I would have brought some booze. Rhodes Island, all ahead, fool! I think it's supposed to be all speed ahead. Oh, I'm getting a nosebleed from this speed. That's because I elbowed your nose. Sorry, but the whole place is shaking so much I can't control my limbs. Is the seismic damper still malfunctioning? Looks like it's not just my imagination. The whole ship's falling apart. Earth Spirit, you haven't taken your eyes off the screen at all. Cyclone number 2 is continuing to move 30 degrees southeast. Cyclone number 3. Cyclone number 4. Doctor, hold my hand. I got you, Amiya. Ow! Doctor, did I step on your foot? Your ears are making my face itchy. Going down with the ship. Night, everyone. Alright. See ya, boo. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Don't worry about it. You can hold on even tighter. Are we shaking less? Hard right! Now! I didn't even notice that strong wind just now. If it caught us, there's no telling if we would have been able to stabilize the hull at this speed. Did the downburst make contact with the ground? Only 2 minutes until the core of the storm forms. Maintain current trajectory and keep moving forward. Wait, I see the cyclone. There's one on the left and another on the right. We're surrounded. Rhodes Island is going to collide in just 2 or 3 more minutes. keep going. It's impossible to avoid them. We don't have enough space to maneuver. Trust me. I'm trying real hard, Doctor. But I don't trust myself so much. Forget it. If the army is with you, I'm on board too. Even if I had to tie my hands to the steering handle, I'll keep pushing it forward until the very end. I just regret agreeing to swap shifts with that stinking lad, George. 75 meters? 50 meters? 30 meters? Oh, I never seen a catastrophe cycle up close before. Doctor. You're hurting my head. Amiya, are you afraid? I'm a bit nervous, but I'm not afraid. We've been through times like this together before. The closer we might be to despair, the bigger everyone's hopes are, the more incredible the outcome will be. Doctor, this is what you taught me. Hope comes from the commitment to never give in, even at the bitter end. Yes, Doctor. You once said the exact same words. Oh no, someone's dead! Red alert! Red alert! Attention everyone! Prepare for impact! Just like before, we'll get through this crisis together. Look. The wind is subsiding. And the color of the sky is changing too. Report. Rhodes Island has left the catastrophe zone. The damage to all deck levels is less than 5%. And nobody was injured. The east is burning red, god damn it. Thank goodness. Oh, my nose hurts. Pavel, do you know you hit my nose again? So what if I did? We're alive, I say. Alive! Fine, but you owe me a drink. Whatever you want, it's on my tab. I almost made a big mistake. Doctor, it's all thanks to you. Absolutely brilliant calculations, Doctor. Doctor, is your command always so thrilling? I'd like to get another taste of that sometime. Doctor, how in the world did you pull that off? It's like you got prophetic arts or something. Suddenly showing up on the bridge right before we get hit by a catastrophe. Shouldn't we celebrate? Doctor. Amiya hugs you suddenly, and you realize that the hands on your waist are squeezing you tighter than they were at any point during the storm. Thank you. Thank yous for standing by my side. No, you do not want to live in a world with a lot of magic rock cancer. Cute. Cute Amiya. Not half bad. Thanks. The relationship between the self-replication speed of Originium and the increase in energy. You apply this knowledge to the calculation of wind catastrophe trajectories. You demonstrated similar abilities in the past, helping your colleagues at the time mitigate losses from catastrophe. Some call you a catastrophe expert, but we both know what you really specialize in. What do I specialize in? That formula. You still remember it. I didn't remember it before. You created that formula yourself. Oh my god, we got raided! Hello! Welcome, raiders! Welcome, welcome. Arknights World is one of the highest death rates in all of fantasy media, I swear to god. It feels that way. I mean, there's also, you know, Attack on Titan, but yeah. Welcome! Welcome, welcome, Shihu! Welcome, welcome, Shihu. Welcome, welcome. Let me give you a quick shout out. Thank you for the raid. You were playing Teamfight Tactics. Ah, alright. Hello. Are you perhaps also a fellow Arknights player? Arknights operators got thick plot armor. LT's devs almost exclusive to isolate to one place, the entirety of... But there's also the, you know, you know, the rumbling near the end, you know, where almost like more than half the world is like, you know, because of the rumbling. I thought, you know, that'd be the scale of that, you know, it's probably like similar to Arknights, like Death Toll. Yeah. And hello to everyone who's new here from She Who Stream. My name is will-o-wispy. I'm a will-o-the-wisp VTuber. I play video games and build GUNPLA. I spent over $2,000 on Gundam model kits alone. As of late, I mostly play Persona 3 Reload. My first time playing it. I play Arknights. I usually do Arknights lore reading every Thursday. And I build GUNPLA. Yes. Be wearing of those. Anyone without Rose Island jacket is like prone to ditch. Be wary. Ah, okay. Alright. Yeah, I hope you had a good time streaming Teamfight Tactics, Shihu. Yeah. 50% nothing compared to Arknights when roughly 70%. And thus on the Deathclaw. Actually went to talk shit show. Gundam just starts with, and then this insane will drop Swing and wiping out half the entire and then wage war to wipe out more. Yeah, there's Gundam, there's Attack on Titan, and then there's Arknights. Just like worlds you just don't want to like end up living. You just don't want to isekai to. Like, as lovely as the characters in Arknights are, even though Arknights is like my favorite gacha game of all time, I do not want to live in the world of Arknights. I think like, yeah, like, yeah, yeah, the chances of me dying in Arknights is like stupid high. Not unless I join like an organization. Yeah, even then it's like, yeah. Well, more about the words unraveling. Yeah, especially with like CN revealing about Monster. Death is complicated. Yeah, I've read a little bit about like Enfield, about reincarnation and whatnot. Yeah, I don't know how it works. I don't know how it works either. Something about memory in the Originium or something. I don't quite know how it works because I haven't read into it that much yet, and I have not played Enfield at all. So, yeah. We're currently reading Vigilo. Thank you for the stretch redeem, Daichi. I'm currently reading Vigilo, which so far covered the story of like Amiya and like Doctor in Colombia for a bit, and then like the Doctor's resolve despite the hopelessness of like no cure for Originium, and like Amiya's resolve. And then this one we're reading is like an event where Doctor has like a formula that he made himself before he got amnesia. Recover a lot of information about Originium and catastrophes over the past month, and you left a lot of calculations in your notes. Yeah, something about like him us as a Doctor able to calculate calculate and navigate through like catastrophe storms because of our knowledge on Originium crystals and stuff and catastrophes. So we get a bit of lore drop of like Rhodes Island navigating through a catastrophe sandstorm, survive only 5% damage, and everyone like not hurt. So now we have a little like post incident talk with like Calcid, talking about us having knowledge of this formula in the past. How caught up are you in the main story? In terms of main story, it's post Talula fight, after episode 8. Yeah, chapter 8, episode 8, whichever you like to call it. So I haven't started chapter 9 because I've been reading everything before and after chapter 8 before I start chapter 9 with like Victoria, because I saw Salak in there. Yeah. Anything beyond that? Well, I got some spoilers here and there, like Babel. I played the Babel event story, and there's a stage where Teresa like protects Amiya, when Amiya was like little baby, and then Teresa passed away. I read about that, yeah. Because, well, not read about it because I had to play the stage where Teresa dies. I had to play the stage where Teresa dies, and then like there's like there's like Twitter art of like Teresa, Civil like Eterna, and now and the most recent one, Monster as a waifu, and then something about like act like the doctor's wife, fucking up PRTS, and like something by Calcit. Hi monster by Calcit. Something along the lines. And then something they don't have a home. The doctor has a wife. No, the community says like the doctor has a wife, quote unquote, but we don't know too much about this character, this mysterious character that perhaps is the one responsible that for like the doctor losing their memories of themselves. Yeah, don't feel pressure to stick around after a raid, Shihu, and everyone from Shihu stream. Feel free to go rest, go eat, go sleep, do whatever you need to do. Otherwise, I hope you all enjoy your stay here with me as I finish this up, and then I'll be ending stream soon because I have to go get my car from a workshop. Yeah. Well, we learned a lot, but not at this point. Okay. All right. Perhaps the sudden crisis dredged up the latent memories from deep inside your consciousness. Or perhaps you reinvented it using the knowledge you left behind. The fact that you could recall this formula proves that you still retain a basic understanding of the nature of Originium. In other words, you've never forgotten your identity as a researcher of Originium. This seems to be my duty. You may see the study of Originium as your duty, but know that our actions should never be restricted by duty alone. Doctor, what drives you to pursue the study of Originium so fervently? Both you and Amiya have oripathy. I once heard an answer to this question. It was very similar to what you said today, but also completely different. The person who uttered those words had an instinctive desire to unravel truths unknown, and also work hard to save lives. But sometimes, salvation also means destruction. This is what the same person told me. Do you still harbor that same answer deep within your brain? Does it still count as being there, even if I don't remember it? Amiya said your performance on the bridge today was much like that of an actual prophet. Why are you staring at me like that? The rational part of me wants to believe in science. When the results of your first brain examination came back, I thought I saw some errors in the process, so there was a second time, a third time, and even a seventh time. The rational part of me told me that repeating the same results 3 times was enough to prove that you weren't lying. Hope you enjoyed the ride. I will wrap up. Alright, thank you, Shihu. Thank you. You have a good rest. Without a shadow of a doubt, you really did lose a lot of your memories. You don't remember what you did to Teresa, and you forgot why you were standing here in the first place. All of this has caused a significant dichotomy between you and the person I once knew. But just like I allowed you to do the 7th test, in this moment, I once again find myself doubting who exactly is standing in front of me, how much of the past remains, and how much of you blooms anew. You're being sentimental again. Perhaps. I won't deny it. Dealing with you always has a tendency to sway my emotions. But this is also born of extreme rationality. I hope you understand there can be errors in our measurements. And in your case, I can no longer tolerate any errors. There's something I wanted to ask for a long time. Setting aside your role as a doctor, do you want me to regain my memories? Situations are rarely black and white, and the same is true of human emotions. I've not concealed my hatred for you in the past, but no matter how much I hate to admit it, there's something else there too. Do you miss the person you hate? Do I miss? That word is far too simple. The languages of this world have developed over thousands of years. Yet, I'm still unable to choose the most suitable word to order my thoughts during the many moments I think about you. Now, it's my turn to ask you. Doctor, do you want your memories back? I do. Your answer doesn't matter. I see your hesitation. Once your memories come back, many of your questions will be answered. However, not every answer will satisfy you. You will know where all the emotions pouring into you come from. Whether it is the hatred from me and W, the unconditional trust from Amia, or even further back. Excess memories, intense emotions, will instantly flood your entire brain. Trust me, what you will feel at that time will be far greater than exhaustion. What you should fear even more is, when the past finally catches up to you, you must decide. What if those memories are too strong and engulf all the hard work you put in recently and pull you back into the abyss that you failed to crawl out of over countless years? Once the current you is defeated, everything you worked so hard to build will collapse, and you may no longer be your own. You may no longer be yourself, I guess. I guess that would have been the translation. So, let me ask you once more. Doctor, are you ready? If luck is on our side, you won't need to answer this question anytime soon. I want to thank you. Over the past month or so, you've shown me some new possibilities. Especially today. I learned that you still remember the formula. It turns out, you and I are not the only ones preparing for that day. I suspected this long ago. The home-use life functions restoration device was not supposed to have the defect of deleting one's memory. In particular, it's impossible to selectively delete the part of the brain most likely involved in decision-making, but still retaining the parts most meaningful to you. Doctor, what I think is, she trusted you even more than I could fathom in the past. That being the case, we should continue to work hard. Just as I've said countless times already, I will help you, as long as we continue to stand together. Overcast, 7:43 p.m. The command center of Rhodes Island Landship. Professor, are you here? E.F. Yella, come in. Hey, hello, Ia. Professor, they say you want to see me. This is for you. Is it about my application to become an operator? Oh, it's been approved? Oh, is this when Ia first was first announced for like or teased for like recruitment in the future? That's great news. Everyone said you and Miss Ami would turn me down because of my condition. I convinced her. I see. You even went out of your way to get it approved. Thank you. The briefing you submitted this morning helped Rhodes Island through a crisis. You mean the catastrophe this afternoon? Professor, did you read my analysis? Your originium vein expansion observations were incredibly accurate. It was just a hunch. They say the density of originium near the surface around here would be very low, but I saw the same situation in a volcano in southern Latanian. Even a small amount of originium proliferates rapidly over a brief period when the conditions are right. 2 days ago, after finishing my daily treatment, I was walking around the dorms as usual when I saw the approaching phenomenon from the dust samples on the porthole. In sandy terrain, a sudden burst in originium energy will cause the ground temperature to rise rapidly, leading to a significant increase in the possibility of large-scale wind catastrophes. I'm so sorry. I can go on and on about this stuff. Please continue. You've already seen the report, right? Busy as you are, I never expected you read our random notes. I also read your thesis. Professor, are you interested in my research? If you're not too busy, I'd love to stay over and have a nice chat with you again. You're welcome to look around. There are so many books on your desk. Annals of the Great Yang Classics, A Tower Without a Legend, Columbia Judicial Observation Notes, Conquest and Assimilation. Professor, are these the books you normally read? Your interests are so diverse. It's nothing like the bookcases of the other professors I know. I think this one will interest you the most. These are your catastrophe research notes? Just a rough draft. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll study these thoroughly. If I have any questions, may I come talk to you? You're always welcome. The young scholar clutches the notes you handed her tightly, lifts her head, and looks at you with conviction-filled eyes. Professor, my life has been a series of wonderful surprises since coming to Rhodes Island. The stability of my arithmetic has given me a lot more confidence about my future. And people like you have given me the hope to keep moving forward. If you're working so hard, then what reason do any of us have to give up? Professor, thank you so much for leading Rhodes Island forward and on into the future. Ah, cute lamb. Yeah. Who cast Fireball in spam. Well, that was heavy. That was quite something. We learned more about like the doctor's background and like how Calcit feels about this in a bit more detail. It's currently 1:30. I am feeling a little bit tired because I did sleep at 3 AM last night and I woke up at 10. And I gotta go pick up my car and stuff. So I think I'll stop here for today. I will stop here for today and continue on next week. I guess we would like do two per stream kind of thing. And I stream in 2 hours. Awesome. Alright then. Okay. Let me see if there's someone I can rate maybe. Let's see, check real quick if there's anyone I can rate right now. Ooh, well, so from a visual novel, how about from a visual novel to a decision-making adventure game? Yeah, I'm gonna bring you guys to Minari, who is another VTuber, a red panda adventurer, very cute model. They're currently playing The Walking Dead, the one with Clementine and Lee. So I'm gonna have you guys go there, cause it's a lot more story reading. Well, it's not reading, but it's like you're watching cutscenes and watching a streamer make decisions on like how the story would go. So yeah, I'm gonna have you guys over there. Okay. Take care, eat well, stay hydrated, sleep early too. It's only 1:30 p.m. Luna. And it depends whether or not I come back from work. Depends on whether or not I come back from work early enough. Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's start raid. Copy the first rate message if you are subscribed. If you have not subscribed, you can copy the second rate message. Alright. Thank you all for stopping by for Arknights. Lore reading, story reading with Vigilo. Thank you, Daichi, Luna, Marshall, Shifu, Pixelgon, Kigurumi, Vanity, Boop, Black Max, Emily, and everyone else that happened to have stopped by. Thank you. I hope to see you guys on the next time. Bye bye.